Yes, Stormbreaker, my friend, you have gotten a lot better. And that's because Beta Ray Bill, hours before his release in Marvel Strike Force, has gotten a rework. And now this character much better outside of the raids and outside of his Bifrost team. How good did he get? Is he going to be relevant in Arena? Is he going to be relevant in Dark Dimension 6? Well, that is what we're going to talk about because it's a little hard to read on the website. So if you're ready for all of that, my friends, and you know what to do, find that like button. Let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. And yes, second video out today. The first was all about how to beat the arena meta right now. Whether you have Apocalypse, whether you don't, make sure you check out the video earlier today if you haven't already. But if you have not already, subscribe before we get into what has happened to Beta Ray Bill. Hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. But Beta Ray Bill got a rework. Now, it's a little hard to read on the website because they don't have his complete kit in one area. So we're going to be going back and forth between the two blogs that were released. But yeah, it looks like he got a lot better. So let's go check out how good he got. Is this character now going to be viable in the raids? Let's go see. So this was the rework just published just hours ago. The dev team reviewed player feedback regarding Beta Ray Bill's abilities. I think that is awesome. So the player's voice movement, they never really listened a lot before. They have in the past, but not as frequently as this. And they're listening very, very frequently now. More gold, more things good happening in the game, less leaderboards, things like that. So good stuff is happening. And Beta Ray Bill got reviewed based on player feedback, including content creators who have their hands on the character on the playtest server. Now, to be honest, it's very hard to test them on the playtest server because everything we're facing, especially in the raids, where they're designed is such a low-level raid that even a character at like level 80 will smash through the content that we have in there. So it's really hard to tell how good this character is. But from what I have tested out, he's very good. But I have not tested him outside the raids and outside of this team, and that's where he's getting a lot of the bonuses that now have gotten extended to other game modes. We agree with several points raised, and we make the following changes before the character is even unlockable. So I don't know if you could even call this a rework because he's not released in the game yet. So I guess you can, but nobody's bought him yet. So it's a little different. All right, they reduced the energy cost. This is kind of summary of what has happened, guys. Reduce the energy cost of special and ultimate abilities. The basic ability now generates ability energy for himself to increase the frequency of the special and the ultimate. The special is changed from Bifrost to Cosmic for the last line for more theory crafting. I love that. More theory crafting is always better. That is why I got addicted to Marvel Strike Force. And I'm glad that they're noticing that or addressing that and bringing that back into the game. All right, remove the raid-specific requirement for the ultimate and passive ability for additional viability outside the raid, which means more theory crafting. I love it. Add a charge mechanic that synergizes better with the hero Asgardians and other high crit teams. Yeah, it's looking very good now. And remove the non-summon requirement for the ultimate ability. Get more value with summon characters like Hela and Loki. Oh yeah, baby. Greg and all those mirror images of Loki, they are gonna get that benefit, or Beta Ray Bill's gonna get that benefit as well. So we're gonna be going back and forth between the blog posts. So tried to make it a little easier to read with the highlighting, but I don't know if it looked better. So I kind of stopped at the passive here, but with the basic, we're doing pretty much the same thing. You're just gaining the ability energy. And to kind of refresh what Beta Ray Bill does, and this was from the blog post before I left, all the way back from June 15th. So Beta Ray Bill, his basic. So it's still going to do this stuff. It's still going to attack your primary target and all enemies in that character's row. So remember, he's doing all row damage, 300% of his stats, gaining 50% damage against targets with defense up or regeneration. Still flipping defense up and regeneration on each target. Cannot be blocked by enemies with defense up or regeneration. And in the raids, when this character performs a counterattack or assist and has regeneration, gonna gain 100% damage on that assist. Right now, he's also gonna generate an ability energy for himself. So that is the main thing that is happening with the basic. It's also going to do that at an ISO 8 attack, which is very, very similar to what is happening in the basic here. Let's move on to the special. The change on the special, the big change here, went from energy cost 6 out of 6, and it is now 5 out of 5. So still a long cooldown, but now you're generating ability energy with this basic. So you're going to get A little better with that. And keep in mind, all his stats, his background stats are the same. And again, that was 113 speed for Beta Ray Bill. So it's going down to 5 out of 5 for the energy. It's still going to do 1 defense up for a maximum of 3 and deflect itself. And not all Bifrost allies. Now it's all cosmic allies. So what that looks like in totality, because there's also some damage on here. It's not just getting deflect and defense up. 6 out of 6. It went to 5 out of 5. You're still attacking the primary and adjacent targets for 420% damage. You're applying stun to the primary target if you have enough focus. You're gaining taunt for 2 turns, and then you're applying defense up, plus 1 defense up to a maximum of 3, and 2 deflect itself and all cosmic allies. I love that. All right, I love that they're opening up these theory crafting walls. So that's special. Looking very, very good. All right, the ultimate. It went from 8 out of 10 energy cost. It is now 6 out of 10. You're still attacking all the enemies, 500% damage, 50% damage on per positive effect on self, not just in raids. It used to be 25 outside of raids, 50 in the raids. Now it's just 50. And if this character has 4 or more Asgardian allies, not just non-summons, so Greg's will count. The mirror images will count. I don't know if you're using some weird combination and Mr. Sinister summons another Hela, another Greg, those will all count as well. So 4 or more Asgardian allies, that's attack gains 50% extra damage. And what it does in totality, pretty much what it's doing here. You're still attacking all enemies for the 500% damage. It's now going to be 50% damage per positive effect on self. That's just happening regardless of the raids or not. You're going to also, this is not mentioned in the other blog post, flipping all positive effects to bleed on each enemy. If he has 4 or more Asgardian allies getting 50% damage, and the attack still should not be blocked. I'm assuming it did not get worse and lose this stuff. Changes the passive, and this is what I think really makes this kid, guys. He was always a good character inside the raids, inside that Bifrost team. And now he's going to be good outside of that team and outside of just the raids. And going to make that team a little harder to beat on war defense. And so that may not be a good thing, but it's going to be awesome for your own Beta Ray Bills on spawn. Applying defense up to self and all Bifrost allies. That is what he did before. Now he's going to do what he did in the raids. On spawn, applying defense up for 2 turns, 3 death proof, 3 deflect to self. Not just all Bifrost allies, all hero Asgardian allies. And this is why I say this may not be good if you're facing these Beta Ray Bills on war defense, because it may be a little harder to beat. And you may not get that eternal Loki combo just to smash those hero Asgardians now. I mean, maybe he'll still flip those death proofs, but I don't know if I'm liking this on its surface. But I guess for your own Beta Ray Bill, it's going to be awesome. All right, still gaining that 60% armor. He's still gaining that as well. Bifrost allies gain that 60%. They actually don't mention that he's gaining that 60% armor here. I think that still is there. I don't think they removed that. All right, but he's also, when this character drops below 50% max health, if this character has taunt, clear taunt, plus heal for 30% of this character's max health. They don't mention it here, but it is mentioned in the previous blog post. When this character drops below 50% max health, if he has taunt, clear taunt, heal for 30% of this character's max health. So that was there before. So this is not like something new that just got added to this character, even though it's not listed here. What is not listed is this armor. I'm still wondering why they wouldn't mention that armor. It mentions the Bifrost allies gain it, but they don't mention his armor. Anyway, when an ally Val drops below 50% health, heal for 30% of this character's max health, gain taunt. That was there before, but it was only in the raids. Now he's also going to do that outside of the raids for his team. All right, on self or ally crit, gain 1 charge. And this is totally new. This was not there before at all. On any character's turn, if this character has 4 charge. So this is what it's going to do. Every 4 crits, guys, attack the enemy of the highest health, 200% damage, applying defense down to that character and lose 4 charge. So every 4 crits, not just for Beta Ray Bill, but anybody on their team. And that even counts for Greg's too, if you have some weird Hela pairing in there. On self or ally crit, gaining a charge. That means every 4 charges, he's going to do this, applying defense down to the highest health character. They may not be the same character if he keeps doing that. Bifrost allies are also going to gain 60% armor. That was not outside of the raids before, but now it is in the raids. And one thing that they do not mention that was there before, on turn heal suffer 5% of max health, plus 5% max health per non-minion Asgardian ally. That is the Asgardian healing. That is what all the Asgardians have. So that would be silly to remove that. So Yeah, I'm thinking he still has that armor. He still has this Asgardian healing. Everything else is looking very, very good though. So let me know what you think. Does this just change your perception of Beta Ray Bill? Is this now a character that you might use in Arena depending on your Arena shard? I don't think if you have Apocalypse in your Arena shard, this is even going to be an option. But does this change your perception of him from a Dark Dimension standpoint? Is this now a character that you could take into Dark Dimension? Or are you theory crafting some different teams for War and Cosmic Crucible that might annoy your opponents into doing some losses? Let me know what you think. I don't think it changes my plans too much for Dark Dimension. Definitely not going to use him in an Arena. Maybe though, Dark Dimension, that pairing with Val would be very, very solid because Val does have a lot of Dark Dimension 6 bonuses. I think it will change what I'm going to do on War defense once I have this character built up. But let me know what you're going to do with Beta Ray Bill, guys. Are you excited as I am? I think I'm more excited not about these changes to Beta Ray Bill, but the devs did this in response to player feedback. That is what has me really excited, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. And if you want to check out the video that we did earlier today about how to beat the current Arena meta, make sure you check out the video up there. I'll see you guys next time, though. Thanks for watching. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.